I was in the moment, so I understood everything that was going on. There was some surprises, I can say that, but me being in that moment.
Terence Crawford has finally spoken out regarding his police detention and gunpoint encounter, which occurred just hours after his Omaha's victory parade. The recently crowned undisputed super middleweight champion described the event and claimed to have sufficient video proof to demonstrate that the police officers were exaggerating and that their responses weren't necessary in a setting that was perfectly regular.
Seatbelt. You gotta step out.
I'm
opening the door.
I'm opening the door. Right here on my right. I'm keeping my fucking hands up.
I'm not reaching for no gun, bro. Step out. Can I move my phone?
Yeah.
That was insane. I wasn't intoxicated because I was the driver. The stop went smoothly, but it didn't make sense to point a pistol at us when we were completely cooperative. That wasn't necessary. And I'm not sure if they intended to ruin our day or anything.
Drink, I don't smoke, I don't party, really.
You've never drank or smoked, right?
I don't do none of that.
That's crazy.
So I'm just real chill.
Crawford stated that following the incident, he met with former police officer Mayor E. Ewing, who gave him the assurance that an internal probe would start right away. As a result, he made the decision to keep part of his evidence private until the inquiry was complete and justice was done.
When everything that was going on, when it was happening, it was like everything just slowed down to me at that.
We will reveal them after the investigation is complete, but we do have video proof with us. Such incidents, in my opinion, ought to be punished in some way. This is coming to light because, despite my fame, regular people deal with this issue on a daily basis and nothing is done about it. He celebrated his birthday on Instagram after this interview, writing, "They say 38 is old, but I tell them I'm aging like fine wine." Chapter 38 is in progress.
38. It's a blessing. Hey, listen, I appreciate all y'all for coming out, celebrating with me from the parade to the park.
It's interesting to note that Qasim Shabazz, Crawford's security chief, was in the car with them and even spoke more about the incident than Crawford. A police officer approaches my window and then visits Bud's window. "I am aware of the protocol," Shabazz stated. KV was informed by an Omaha police officer that a gun was found near Crawford's feet when the officers reached for his license and registration. Mr. Crawford complied with his request to get out of the car. Then, according to Omaha Mayor John Ewing Jr., Mr. Crawford was put in handcuffs while they carried out their investigation.
What they was doing, Crawford, like I'm saying, I mean, anybody that's being held and down and disrespected wants to prove everybody wrong. I mean, if you're a real champion, you know what I'm saying? And then they're holding it back from you. They're seemingly...
The other 3 occupants of the vehicle were likewise handcuffed and told to exit the vehicle at gunpoint. Although police claimed to have recovered 2 firearms in the vehicle, they also verified that the occupants were authorized to carry firearms. Shabbat, however, claims that events transpired differently and that Crawford never showed up for his license or registration. "No, I don't have it on me," he informed him. "I left everything at home." There was no need for him to grasp for anything because he had already informed them. She stated, Shabazz said that he and Crawford were both carrying firearms. In accordance with Nebraska law, he admitted to the police that he was carrying a gun. Then, he says, things became more heated. "I have a firearm too," Bud remarked. The officer by his side then lost it and became completely insane. "Raise your hands," he says. "Step out of the vehicle. Avoid reaching. Stay away." Nevertheless, no actual gun was ever seen. She's responded, "Everyone thought we were going to die, man." Shabazz claimed that the police had stopped them for speeding, but Crawford was later charged with careless driving.
I'm just saying, it's just like They doing Crawford like they did us the whole time. They don't want you to have nothing, and they don't want to give you nothing. That's why they burned down Tulsa. That's why they burned down every other black community. They don't want you to have it, and they don't want to give you nothing. They don't want to be with you, and they don't want to see you.
Well, if you don't have a radar, how do you know I was speeding? Bud asked. All right, but the police officer is literally on camera, stating that I am unable to. I acknowledge that I don't have radar, said Shees. KV has not received the footage from Shees. Ewing became involved after learning about the traffic stop. Mr. Crawford responded that he would like us to conduct an investigation when my chief of staff, Tom Warren, and I contacted him. Ewing stated,
"Hey yo, that's embarrassing by Omaha law enforcement that you will arrest, held on gunpoint, Terence Bud Crawford after having a parade in Omaha, after receiving the keys to the city? Huh? Hey yo, that cop gotta be some hater, bro. Hey yo, that's like...
Ewing then got in touch with Todd Schmaderer, the police chief, who gave the go-ahead for the internal probe. By asking for body camera footage, he wants to get answers. Not speculating is our responsibility. According to Ewing, it is our responsibility to inform the members of this community of the facts and to maintain transparency during the entire process. KV requested an interview with Omaha police, but they chose to remain true to their written statement. The inquiry is still under progress. After hearing about the traffic stop, Ewing posted on Facebook that he had a conversation with Crawford.
Crawford, the current 168-pound undisputed champion, being pulled over at Gunpoint in his own city. Now, the police have said that this was reckless driving, something like that. The police chieftain made a statement. The man, Terence Bud Crawford.
I recognize the gravity of what happened, the importance of trust between our community and law enforcement, and the necessity of maintaining vigilance in fostering connections. Todd Schmaderer, the chief of police in Omaha, has promised an internal inquiry, which I support and want to be comprehensive, Ewing stated. We will compile all available information and openly share our conclusions with the public. Please know that I was devastated to hear about this conclusion to an otherwise fantastic day and evening honoring the world boxing champion of our city, Ewing stated.
The NYPD holding Derek Jeter on gunpoint and arresting him after the Yankee championship parade in New York City, bro. It doesn't make sense. It wouldn't even happen, bro. It wouldn't even happen. So this cop got to be some hater, bro. He must be hating on Terence Bud Crawford.
While we look for answers about how it ended, Omaha needs to remember this significant day as a positive one. In the interim, we need to make sure that everyone living in Omaha, regardless of identity, feels valued and safe. Crawford defeated Alvarez by majority decision in Las Vegas, securing the title of Unified Super Middleweight Champion. He won 3 unified division titles, becoming him the first man boxer to do so. Crawford has 31 knockouts and is 42-0. Throughout the day, the community honored Crawford with a parade through downtown, and a live music establishment close to the traffic stop hosted a party to celebrate his 38th birthday.
He is the pride of North Omaha, our hometown champion. Ladies and gentlemen, the pound-for-pound champ, Terence Bud Crawford!
Hey! I'm gonna say that for tonight.
However, just hours after his hometown celebrated his triumph over Canelo Alvarez 2 weeks prior, Omaha police pulled champion boxer Terence Bud Crawford out of his car at gunpoint during a traffic stop for reckless driving early Sunday. This past weekend, Terence Crawford went to his hometown of Omaha, Nebraska, to participate in a large parade in honor of his recent, contentious victory over Canelo Alvarez. The unchallenged super middleweight champion happily displayed with his award, a gorgeous gold ring belt worth $188,000.
I'm just reflecting on all my accomplishments at my mama house. That's where all my belts at.
The belt represents the victory in one of boxing's most anticipated bouts and is kept by Crawford as a memento regardless of his subsequent titles. Eminem, among others, gave Terence Crawford a special letter in appreciation of his historic victory over Canelo Alvarez on September 13th. He upped his weight by 2 classes and gave a faultless performance that rendered all of Canelo's weapons useless. Crawford secured a sensational victory by demonstrating that his speed and agility were equivalent in a heavier weight class. Among the prominent individuals in attendance were Claressa Shields, Shakur Stevenson, and his coaches Red, Bomack, and Davis. The renowned rapper Eminem also sent a message to Crawford when he was not present, and it was aired throughout the event.
Now I'll bring our mayor back up to present gifts.
I would like to have the honor of presenting you with the key to the city of Omaha.
Let's go, bud.
In a video greeting to Crawford, the well-known celebrity remarked, "Hey buddy, how are you? Well done, dude. You succeeded. I'm really pleased with you. You defeated Canelo using every tactic I taught you. You entered and completed the task. It's unbelievable, dude. Jokes aside, man, this stuff is the best. Well done, champion. So richly deserved. Salute." And for now, that's it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on the latest news, events, moments, and activities in the boxing world. Remember to enable alerts so you can be informed when we release high-quality content like this. Peace out till the next time.